We are looking at live video right now of rapper Fetty leaving the courthouse today after going before a judge. He was arrested last week, of course, accused in a drug smuggling ring, distributing heroin, fentanyl, cocaine across New Jersey and Long Island.
October 2021. Fetty and 5 others got arrested at Rolling Loud on drug traffic conspiracy charges. Fetty was running a multi-million-dollar drug ring. Like, this nigga was pushing on drugs for real. Fetty was in New York at the time and had shit all the way on the West Coast. I want you to think about that. This nigga Fetty had drugs all over the country. In the world, they have a clue. And at the time, people was just feeling bad for Fetty Wap. Pretty much 1 year before, in October of 2020, his brother, who was only 26, was shot and killed in their hometown of Patterson, New Jersey. Then, not even a full year later, in June of 2021, Fetty Wap's 4-year-old daughter passed away.
I lost my daughter. Feel me? I lost my daughter June 24th, bro. Like, I got that phone call 12:36 p.m. Like, I'll never forget this day in my life, bro. Like, I was sitting down in Miami at 12:36 p.m. I seen my baby mother number pop up on my phone, and at the time we wasn't really getting along like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking to myself like, oh, like I'm about to see my baby. You feel me? Like I'm about to see my daughter. And when I answered the phone, 12:36 p.m., bro, I'll never forget it. Like she looked at me, and when she looked at me, I'm like, what's up? Like what's up? Then she dropped her head. I hung the phone up. Like, nah, what's up? Like, then she called me back again. You feel me? Then I seen the tears coming down. She like, get over here, like right now. Come here right now. Like, come here right now. Then she showed the police officer. The police officer was like, I'm sorry. When he said I'm sorry, that's when I already like, you feel me? Like, so I say that to say this, like, none of my life will ever be that bad that's the worst thing that could ever possibly happen to me in my life. You understand? So, and I say that to say my head always high, bro. Like, I was in a real dark place after that, bro. It was 2 weeks after my 30th birthday. I turned 30 June 7th. My daughter passed June 24th. Still to this day, bro, I still slip into a dark place, but I catch myself because I know she's smiling with me. Like, you know what I mean? I know she's watching down on me. I know she's looking at me like, Daddy, it's all gonna be good. You feel me? Daddy, it's okay. Like, she be holding my hand, bro. Like, even sometimes I be daydreaming sometimes, and I be seeing her, and she'll just walk up to me like, it's all good.
I just know he was going through hell. And for him to get arrested right after all that happened, they probably had him in a real bad mental space. But still, Fetty getting hit with a charge like that out of nowhere had niggas wondering, what did Fetty Wap really have going on? They said Fetty sold more than 100 kilos of deadly and addictive drugs, deliberately contributing to the opioid epidemic that has devastated our communities and taken too many lives. And right after he got arrested, they raided his home and found 1.5 million in cash, 16 kilos of coke, 2 kilos of heroin, some fent pills, 4 scraps of ammo, and somehow after all that, they gave this nigga bond. $500,000 bond, but they still gave him bond. That nigga lawyer must have been in there going crazy, cause ain't no way. They just found all that on you and you get bond? But he posted bond and went to stay with his parents for a while. And what happened next is gonna make you cringe. Just a few weeks after getting released on bond, Fetty Wap on the phone with a nigga he thinks snitched on him, cause he was calling bro a rat. And I can't lie, after I finish talking what I'm about to talk about, you will understand why I also think that nigga's a rat. So as they on FaceTime arguing, Fetty decides for some reason to put his gun in the camera to the nigga he think is actively working with the police and tell the nigga, I'ma kill you and everybody you with. And what do you think the nigga on the phone was doing? Recording. So right after they get off the phone, he sent it to 12. And at that exact moment, 12 started plotting on Fetty. And for the next 8 months, everything was cool till August of 2022, which was a crazy month for Fetty. At the beginning of the month, they revoked his bill for talking crazy to that nigga on the phone and showing the gun. And so as he sitting, they tell this nigga it's time to go to court, in which he pled guilty to conspiracy to distribute and possess controlled substance, including at least 1 kilo of heroin, 400 grams of fent, 5 kilos of coke, and 200 grams of a substance with a cocaine base in New York. And with him pleading guilty to all that, he faces a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison.
It's a minimum of 5 years to a max of 40 years in jail. Willie Jr. Maxwell II, better known in the rap world as Fetty Wap.
So that brings us all the way back to that. Fetty Wap is everywhere. This nigga been running TikTok for the past week and got everybody singing Sweet Yams, and even rappers like Snoop Dogg talking about how this is the greatest song of the year.
Yo, this nigga Fetty Wap got the song of the year right now. This shit banging like a motherfucker. I don't know if it's for Thanksgiving. Fetty Wap, you got one with this, nephew.
But something many people ain't realized or know is that he's still in prison. But before Fetty got locked, like I just talked about, he covered the song Sweet Yams by Masiego. And his label made a smart decision by dropping a song around Thanksgiving time because they knew people was gonna go crazy. So that brings up the question, is the success of this song even gonna matter since he's in jail? Like, the song gonna be big for the next few weeks, maybe even months, but eventually the hype is gonna die down. What's the label gonna do next? Maybe drop an album, another single? Even though right now this may be one of the biggest songs on the internet, Fetty ain't free. It won't be for years. So the question, can Fetty Wap actually come back? I don't think so. But if he was free and his song's going crazy how it is right now, it'd be a completely different story. I really think he could have made a comeback, but this just a sad case of lost potential. Kind of similar to the lost potential of No Cap and Young Boy making music together over the beef that I talked about in my last video.